Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Episode number 407, Drink It Till You podcast. The only podcast that lasts until the last drop. How the hell is your Sunday going? How the hell was your week? Hope everybody's okay. I hope you're safe out there. Watching a little bit of Big Lebowski. Felt like the right choice this morning. Waking up, about 3 claws deep. I love this fucking movie, dude. It's just, I don't know, it's just got such a cool vibe to it. Obviously, I'm not alone in that. John Goodman, fucking great. John Turturro as the Jesus. I totally forgot about, in the movie, they're at the bowling alley or whatever, and they see the Jesus like roll a strike or whatever, and then John Goodman's character starts telling the story of how he's a sex offender. I totally forgot about that aspect of the movie, which makes John Turturro's character even more douchey. The fact that he exposed himself to like a child, basically, and then he had to go door to door and tell everybody in his neighborhood that he was a sex offender. Oh man. So many details in this movie I forgot, but I do love it. It's already got me cracking up. You know, that's the sign of a good movie, is when you've seen it a million times and it still makes you laugh. You know, it's fucking great, dude. He pissed on your fucking rug, dude. It really tied the room together, did it not? It's just fucking great. So anyways, sitting here on a Sunday, like I said, I'm about 3 claws deep. I actually did myself a good mix here. I took one of those lime White Claws, and I mixed in a little bit of like a cherry, like water enhancer, to kind of keep down on the calories or whatever. Not that I'm really counting. It's just, it's always better to make the good choice, right? So yeah, it kind of did like a little cherry limeade here to start the episode, and I'm enjoying it. So if you got them, drink them. Bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. All right. Topic number 1 of this episode, dude. As I said last week, me and my homie Sid were going to the Dallas Stars game. We did the damn thing. It was the night we played the Oilers, which actually went to overtime, which actually went to a shootout, which we won in a shootout, which I'm super happy about. Especially, in the first couple of periods there, dude, we were kind of dead in the water. They hadn't completely smoked us. It was only 2-0. But it wasn't looking good, you know what I mean? So, Sid, that was Sid's first ever live professional hockey game, and I was freaking excited to be there with her for it. And the best part too is like this is the part that I always love to do, like regardless of where your seats are, just walking through the metal detectors, and you got to get your shit back out of the little buckets and put it in your pockets. But I usually just go straight to that first like little entrance that I see. And that first, like, walking out to see the ice. It goes with baseball, it goes with football, it goes for any sport. Just that first, like, I just got through the gate, and then I walk out to see the arena. It's just an epic, I had to show her that. That was one of the first things. And Sid went wearing a Connor McDavid jersey, which I'm super jealous of. I love Connor McDavid. Like, I am a huge Stars fan. But, Draisaitl, too. You got to be crazy to not know that these are the, like, top players in the league right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, they're great. You know what I mean? Like, you can't deny that. Even if you're a homer. Even if you're just a Stars fan, you just can't deny their greatness, By the way, this is probably the laziest podcast I've ever done. I'm literally laying in bed. Like, I got my phone. I'm hoping, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it turns out okay. I hope the audio is okay. It looks okay. so far. But yeah, I'm literally laying in bed. I love this. This is just the best. I get to do my show while watching a movie and have a little sip, my third White Claw of the day. But anyways, so yeah, we went to the game. The Stars did win in overtime. Sid's wearing this Connor McDavid jersey. And I got to say, man, I love you, Dallas. I just love Dallas, Texas. I love it so much. I love the fans here. We're walking through together, and of course, she's kind of worried about it a little at first. She's like, you think they're going to give me a hard time? I'm like, no, people in Dallas aren't. If you go to Oak Cliff and you talk shit on the Cowboys, I mean, they might cave your head in. But, as far over football, as far as the Stars go, I mean, everybody's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, and it was, dude. It was so cool, like, walking through to go to our seats and, was fucking, she got razzed a little bit, but it wasn't anything, I don't know what I'm picturing, but like the fucking, what's that movie where the girl shows up to prom and she thinks she's the prom queen and they dump the fucking pig's blood on her? It's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's light razzing. It's very, very light. And I love that. That's what makes me love, like we're walking there to go and this guy just stops. He's in his Dallas Stars jersey and his girl's in his Dallas Stars jersey. And he just like puts his hand up to like hold her back. And he's like, boo, like right in Sid's face. And I'm like, see, that's okay. You know what I mean? That's reasonable. You go to Oakland Raiders game wearing a Cowboys jersey, you're probably not, as sad as it is to say, you're probably not walking out of that stadium the same as you walked in. I don't know why that's funny to me. It shouldn't be. It's actually really sad and really tragic that people identify with their team so goddamn much that they have to physically, like, it makes me laugh because it's like a child. These are children watching this shit, in adult bodies. It's just so stupid. But anyways, back to the Stars game. It was a lot of fun. They razzed Sydney a little bit, but it wasn't anything crazy. And eventually, my proudest moment was we went to the gift shop, and Sydney actually got a Rope Hintz jersey and changed in the bathroom like halfway through the game. I was like, "Fuck yeah, we converted her," Which she's new to hockey, like it was it's such a great experience. Like last season, she started watching, the playoffs with me, and she really started getting into it. I think I said this before, but like she got a Bobrovsky jersey, which I fucking love that. She got a McDavid jersey, which I fucking love that. Now, after the Stars game, she got the Rope Hintz jersey, which he's been back for a couple of games. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But yeah, dude, it was such a great fucking time. And we did something, honestly, I've sat there for the whole game before, you know what I mean? Like, and we had great fucking seats, like right, pretty much like head level with the glass. So it's like you're prone to catch a puck at any point in time, you know what I mean? But we sat there through the first period and we actually did something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go to like the Jack Daniels Club, or now they have like the Modelo Club, and I've always kind of wanted to, like, within the stadium, just go sit at one of those pubs and drink and watch the game, which we actually did. We were sitting there during the first period, and, I was kind of hungry. We didn't get anything to eat as soon as we sat down, so I was already hungry. And, God, I can't even remember the burger I got, but it was fucking great, dude. The burger was so great. It was like a bacon cheese kind of double meat cheeseburger kind of thing. But the burger was so great that I didn't even fuck with the fries. Like, that's how you have a great... I didn't even want the fries. Like, they were hot and salted and, like, ready to go. And I was like, that burger was so good that, and of course you got to take out a fucking... alone to buy the food at this. It's not that bad. It really wasn't that bad. I spent less than $100, and we drank all night, and we ate, and drank some more. I think we even had a shot in there somewhere. But I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to go to the little clubs and like watch the game and have dinner and eat, and then you can go back to your and that's absolutely what we did. We went to the Modelo Club. I didn't make it to the Jack Daniels Club. Went and got food. Went and got my little burger. She got a pretzel. I went to we went to the Modelo Club, hung out, watched the game. That's when the Stars scored to like only be down by 1. I think that was in the second period. It was just a great fucking time. The Uber down there was great. The Uber back was great. As always, don't drink and drive. Treat yourself to an Uber. Treat yourself to a Lyft. It was just a good time all around. Now, kind of getting into the Dallas Stars. I didn't even say this, dude. This is fucking amazing. Sid got me for Christmas a Wyatt Johnston jersey, and I've wanted his jersey for so long. I just haven't got around to getting it. You know what I mean? Like, and when you're at the game, you got to get it at the game, right? I mean, you can go to, what was the other thing called? A rally house or like a sporting goods store, but it just feels better at the game. It feels like double authentic, doesn't it? So anyways, yeah, so I got my Wyatt Johnston jersey, which I'm absolutely wearing today for the Dallas Stars 6 o'clock start time tonight. Back-to-back games. So they played yesterday. They won. Playing tonight. Hopefully we can get another victory. This is a home game. But yeah, dude, Rope Hintz is back. He's already, scored in his first 2 games. I love so many players on this team, dude. After kind of a rough, we had a great start, then we had a little down period, and now we're just coming back strong. And that's just what you always think, like the way it should be. I've watched this team for so long. I've watched them add so many different players to the team, and eventually you think, and I know this is what Jim Nill is thinking, if you get enough good players on a single team, you're gonna win, and a decent coach, you're gonna win the cup. You know, so I don't know where this season's going to end. Obviously, nobody does, but I'm super excited with the pieces we have, with the talent we have. Wyatt Johnston is just an unreal player, dude. He's just, as much as I love Lindell, and you can see my tweets on Lindell, as much as I love Foxa, as much as I love those hardworking, gritty, a lot of the time Finnish players on our team, as much as I love them, you just got to respect what Wyatt Johnston can do, man. He's got it. And he's not a huge guy, but somehow he stays out of trouble as far as getting hurt, knock on wood. But yeah, I mean, he's not a huge guy, but man, he gets it done, dude. He's fucking great. I cannot express with words how happy I am that I get to wear his fucking jersey, man. And that's what people don't understand about sports, like us. I can't just say boys, because it happens to girls too, but like growing up, these are our fucking heroes, man. You know what I mean? Like Emmitt Smith was a fucking god back in the day to me. Fucking Mike Tyson, same shit. Michael Jordan. These are our idols. I see people online kind of making fun of grown men who watch sports all the time, and it's like, but you don't get it. Not only are they our idols, not only do we look up to them, but then they, on top of that, like donate to our community that we live in, that we love, that we've always supported. Yeah, dude, what else could you ask for? Like, what better role model could you ask for? You know what I mean? And that this is happening when we're young and influential. Of course, by the time we're grown, it's going to be like ingrained in us. Of course, I'm going to love Des Bryant. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm going to love Tony Romo as a grown man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just embedded in us by a certain point. And these are great humans, most of the time. Not every time. Not everybody who has money is a great person, but hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back after we had a little spill. My freaking red juice on my white sheets. Luckily, it didn't soak through to the mattress. I got it quick enough, and I got it cleaned up. So, anyways, back to a little bit of hockey. Then we'll move on. The Ducks beat my Stars 2 games previous to the ones I just mentioned, and I really like the Ducks, man. I really think the Ducks are, it's Quenneville coaching, and then he's got a lot of young talent. It's nothing new for him. They're just really, I call them sneaky good. It's like you think it's just the Ducks from the years past that you're just going to trample over. And they got some good young players. Fun to watch, much like the Sabres, which I know I keep pumping up the Sabres, and then every week I go look at the standings. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, they fucking suck. But it's like, it's like the specific games that I've watched. They're coming back. They're doing their thing. They're playing great. But yeah, I mean, they're not playing that great, obviously. I mean, like I said, go look at the standings and you tell me if they're a great team or not. What else? Oh, I love the Red Wings throwback jersey. I think the things that set off those jerseys were the gloves. They just had that old-timey, they're supposed to be red, but they're brownish looking. You kind of find the same thing in old boxing gloves. You know what I mean? They're meant to be red, I think, but they end up, I guess, after they dye them, they just kind of turn they're brown looking, which gives them a really old school look, an old school feel. Obviously, Detroit with the old jerseys, with the gloves. I mean, they pair with the gloves, but yeah, just kind of a cool vibe to do the throwbacks like that. I loved it. I thought it was so fucking awesome. By the way, the Stadium Series, I think it's 2027, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's next year, is coming to DFW, to Dallas, Texas, to Arlington, Texas, more specifically at Jerry World. That'll be fun. I went to that one in the Cotton Bowl. Dude, I'll never forget that as long as I live. That was not only was it a great atmosphere, it was a great game. We played the Predators in that game, who we actually just played last night. And, dude, they had us down. I don't know if you guys remember this, you hardcore Stars fans, but we had Corey Perry on the team. And, within the first 2 minutes of the game, he's already getting booted out of the game. I forgot what he did, but... that's fucking Corey Perry from you. One of the biggest games in our history, aside from a Stanley Cup, where national eyes are watching you, and he gets kicked out in the first couple of minutes. It's so silly. But anyways, that was an epic game, dude. We came back. We won that one. I mean, I've never heard Stars fans that... It's gives me goosebumps to this day. How loud... that stadium, I mean, you could feel the earth fucking shake, bro. It was so many people. Now at Jerry World, I have to imagine Jerry World for professional football holds a lot more than the Cotton Bowl for college football. So just imagine that, dude. I got to go to this game now that I'm thinking about it. It's I went to one. I'm satisfied. Oh, they're in the dude's house right now, beating the shit out of his stuff. He's in the bathroom smoking a joint. But yeah, dude, if that game was so epic, I can't imagine the roar. How many people can Jerry World hold? That's a great question. How many people can AT&T Stadium, Texas, hold? Let's see. 80,000, but can be expanded to hold over 100,000 people. How many people can the Cotton Bowl hold? 92. Wow, 92,000? Holy shit. So in all reality, Jerry World might only get 8,000 people, a little less than 8,000 people. That's insane, bro. No wonder it was so damn loud, dude. That's 92,000 people, aside from the Predator section, who were obviously not happy. They were winning the whole game, taunting us the whole game, and here we come from behind to win it. Dude, that's insane, bro. I didn't know the Cotton Bowl could hold that many people. That's nuts. Okay, well, yeah. So I stand corrected partially. I mean, I was thinking the AT&T Stadium would hold, I don't know, way more than the Cotton Bowl, but it's really not that many. Out of 100,000 people, 8,000 isn't that much. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty impressive. But obviously, they're going to open it up more to get as many people as they can in there, I would assume. But yeah, super excited for that, man. If it's next year, it might be perfect. 2026, I've said this before, don't drink and drive, treat yourself to an Uber, treat yourself to a Lyft, treat yourself to a Waymo. Waymo's coming to Dallas 2026. That'd be fucking awesome, right? Get a Waymo to the game, get a Waymo home. I mean, it's the same as an Uber, except you don't have to have the awkward conversation with the driver. There's no driver in these. It's all automated. It's fucking insane, man. I can't believe like how far we're coming with technology. It's crazy. But anyways, what else in the hockey world real quick before we move on? Who else was I watching? Yeah, Red Wings. What was I watching last night? Obviously the Stars. Oh yeah, I watched a little bit of the UFC last night. Bonfim. That was kind of a weird one. He kneed the guy in the head. The guy looked out. He hit the ground, and then he woke up as soon as he hit the ground. It's just a weird thing being a UFC ref, man. It's got to be. It's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you call it too soon, you're a fucking asshole. If you let the guy take 6 or 7 more shots while he's knocked out, you're an asshole. It's like, you don't know what to do as a ref. It's a hard thing. I mean, I think personally the ref in that main event made the right call. The dude looked out. I mean, he got kneed right in the fucking kisser, man. Like, he looked out to me. I would have called the fight too. And like I said, he woke up when he hit the ground and then kind of protected himself. But that other dude could, I mean, Bonfim, versus Brown. That dude could have jumped all over him and just clobbered him on the ground. So I think it ended in a good spot. Obviously, Brown was a little upset. He's like, I'm still awake, I'm still fighting. It's like, you weren't though, bro. You weren't. You could have got hit about 4 or 5 more good times while you were out. You know what I mean? Like, he recovered, but I don't know if it's worth the brain damage of, you're a guy hitting you in the head and then your head hitting the mat over and over again, And I think that's what that's mainly what the refs have to think about, is safety of the fighters. And, you can fight tomorrow. It's, just, we don't need any incidents. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of like that dude on Twitter, and it's, the more I think about his tweet, it really kind of rings true in my head. I'm honestly surprised there's been no deaths since the UFC's inception. Like, that's insane to me, honestly. I mean, it's happened in boxing multiple times, and that's wild to me. Like, you would think with adding not just punches, but like knees and kicks and shit, like, it would be way more likely that people would die in the octagon. I mean, I guess that would be such a horrible thing. They'd have to eventually shut down the whole UFC thing if people keep dying from it. But yeah, that's what the ref is for, so you don't get pounded while you're coming to on the mat. So let's go ahead and have another drink. If you got them, drink them. Bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. Trying very, very hard not to have a spill here. My sheets are off my bed. Let's see. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much all of the hockey. I did watch a little bit of the Spurs-Rockets game to kind of throw you guys off. I never talk basketball, but that was a really good game. That was I actually missed some hockey to finish that game. I think the Spurs came out on top in that one. Yeah, that's how I want basketball to feel all the time. Was that game. That was exciting. That was fun. A little Texas on Texas action. And I know those two teams go at it all the time. But OKC, my team I'm supporting now, how convenient since they won the championship last year. But it wouldn't be this way if my Mavericks hadn't been fucking up. You know, my Mavericks management hadn't been fucking up. And I need to say this out loud. It's not only that they traded Luka. You know, obviously that's a huge blow. But what team trades your star player the season after you make it to the finals? Like, they were there, dude. They were there. Granted, Boston was a way better team, but we were there, man. We were there, and then you took our guy. What the fuck are you doing? And so many people are drawing these parallels to Major League, which that's absolutely what is happening, dude. They're trying to run this team into the ground because they didn't get their way on their little casino. Texas said no. So now they're trying to make enemies of the stars and trade players, and I don't know, man. It pisses me off. So yeah, I'm no longer a Mavericks fan. Not necessarily of the players, and obviously not of our history. I'm a huge Mavericks fan in that way, but currently, yeah, I'm OKC all the way, man. I am OKC all the way. I'm not changing until Nico and whoever owns that team. What's that lady's name who owns the team? Whenever they're gone, I will come back to my Dallas Mavericks, if they even still exist. Like, that's the scary part, is they're doing such a great job of running this team into the ground. It's like, we're not gonna... Yeah, dude, I don't know. We're not even going to be a team for much longer, it feels like. You know what I mean? Like, they're just going to run it into the ground. Oh, our sales are bad. Let's sell the team, or let's move the team to a better market. Dude, there is no better market. You know what I mean? Like, everything... and that's what I don't understand about Cuban making this sell. And, of course, you don't know what the new majority owner is going to do with the team, but it's like, dude, everything Mark Cuban worked for, he basically just tore down by selling the team to this fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, this Mavs fan for life, I was on board, man. I'm not even a huge basketball fan, but I'm definitely a Mavs fan for life, but at this point, I'm a Mavs fan for when Nico leaves and ownership leaves. It's really sad to say that somebody can run me off of my team like that, but I can't support you anymore. I can't buy a jersey. I can't buy a ticket. I can't buy fucking knee-high Dallas Mavericks socks anymore because I don't believe in what you're doing. I'm never going to support you in that. You know what I mean? This season, let me just say it again. The season after we went to the championship, and we almost won it. Jesus, man. Who does that? Who sells the star player the season after they went to the goddamn championship? I don't get it. I'll never get it, and I don't want to try to get it. I just fucking hate them. I want them to go. But for now, let's go OKC, and OKC's doing OKC things, man. I can't seem to catch a game. I always fall asleep before they're... what did they start last night? It's like fucking 9:30 or something. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking tired. I'm not staying awake for this shit. But other than that, if they'll play it like at a reasonable 7 o'clock, I might even make it to a game this season. You never know. I would love to go up to Oklahoma and catch a fucking OKC game. Get a jersey. Get a fucking hot dog over these. You know, like, that'd be fucking great, dude. I might do it. That sounds fun, honestly. Little road trip. I've road tripped to see Newfound Glory in Oklahoma. Watching the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder would be no different. That'd be fun, too. It's a little further of a drive. I think it's like 4 or 5 hours. But still, it sounds like a good time. So, Yeah, there's a little bit of what happened last week. Went to the game. There's a little bit around the NHL. NFL, I mean, I think it's the Cowboys bye week, and I'm to the point with the NFL, you guys, I just don't give a fuck. The Dallas Cowboys were like my last thread of like holding on to the MLB, and they're fucking terrible. So it's like my thread of, I said the MLB, the NFL. So my thread of holding on to the NFL is just not good. My connection with them is not good anymore. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. I don't think they play this week. So yeah, bye week. That's good. Also known as we can't lose. So that's good. After we lost to the Cardinals last week, they made us look silly. I mean, we are silly, to be honest with you, but whatever. I don't care. I might flip on a couple of... Let's see if there's any of these games that I might be mildly interested in. Browns, Jets, no. Saints, Panthers, no. Patriots, Buccaneers, no. Ravens, Vikings, no. Bills, Dolphins, no. Giants, Bears, no. Jags, Texans, no. Cardinals, Seahawks. Lions, Commanders. Okay. No, I might do a little Lions Commanders. We'll see. What time does that one start? 3:25. We'll see if I'm Eagles Packers. Okay, I might be in for that one too. But yeah, as far as everything else goes, and these are maybe I might flip these on. These aren't a guarantee that I'm even gonna watch these. Those seem like the most interesting games to me, and they're still not really even that interesting. You know what I mean? The NFL, since all this stuff came out with the NBA and all the scandals, and I know they're going to do the NFL next, and people are going to be pissed because you're going to see for how many years that you've been fucked and people have been screwing with the system. I don't like it. I'm not going to, obviously I'll never bet on it. But I'm just not going to keep supporting it. You know what I mean? Like, we know what you've been doing. It's obvious. People have been pointing to it's rigged. People have been saying it's rigged for years. We're not fucking stupid just because you're going to admit it. It's going to be like, oh, now we know. No, we've known. And we don't like it. I'm not going to continue to support you in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I guess I'm talking about it on a podcast that I do every week. But, I mean, I'm not really sharing it in the most positive light. But anyway, so yeah, a little bit of NHL, a little bit of basketball there since I happen to catch a game, a little bit of UFC, a little bit of NFL. That's going to do it for me for the week. Catch me on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming at some point today. Join up with me on Rocket League. I'm trying to get to fucking diamond level if I can ever do it. We'll see. All right, let's go ahead and have our last drink. If you got them, drinking bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. All right. That's going to do it for me. As always, don't drink and drive. Treat yourself to an Uber. Treat yourself to a Lyft. Treat yourself to a DoorDash, an Uber Eats, a Waymo if it's in your area. Just be safe out there, you guys. I will talk to you next week. I love you all. Bye.